Name for the record, Mr. Troy.
Sam Troy. First of all, I have a question again. The mayor just walked out. That was convenient. But maybe somebody could refer this question to him. About the pension fund, I went to a kind of a rally one night sponsored by the Downtown Merchants Association. Downtown Merchants Association, sorry. And that question seemed persistent about, maybe some of you people can answer this. Mr. Brown, you're aspiring to be mayor, and this is an important question. The pension fund gap, how underfunded is the pension fund? The mayor has conveniently evaded this issue. He said, oh, well, this is what I saw in the paper anyway, Mr. Brown. I know how Mr. George would answer this, that's why I don't have to ask him, but I don't know what he's saying. How much underfunded is the pension fund, and what can we do to resolve the situation? I think this is an important question for you in your campaign the remaining days, to try to resolve this question. I don't know what the gap is. Maybe the mayor can fill us in on it, because he is very evasive about it. The paper, as I said, only indicated that he said we're in very good shape. We're not in bad shape, or something to that effect. Well, that doesn't sit well by me. I'm a taxpayer, and I think I've been, over the last 11 years of this man's administration, I've been, as a taxpayer, abused and exploited to the nth degree. And I think, this is just my own feeling, Mr. Brown, that under your tenure, if you're lucky enough to get in there, that this exploitation is going to continue. I just have a funny feeling. But maybe the mayor could fill us in, Mayor, before you go, into what the gap, what kind of underfunding, how much underfunded is the pension fund? Another thing, a quick question, if you wouldn't mind answering, Mr. Mayor. Yo, Mr. Mayor. I guess he doesn't seem to want to respond to me. Hawkeye Systems, the takeover of that is imminent by the city, I think. And I was just wondering how much debt the city is going to assume over that. I know that right now the contracts for the cameras, the surveillance cameras are, I guess Hawkeye still has. I'm not too clear on that situation. Maybe somebody in council can fill me in on that. I do have one proposal that I thought the mayoral candidates might be interested in. This gentleman brought up a very critical point in general about urban blight. And you know the symptoms of this, right, Mrs. Lavelle? There's a lot of these up in your area in the Heights. And Ms. Gilbert, if you're lucky enough to get on council, you'll be faced with this problem. We have deteriorating properties, dilapidating properties, vacant properties, rising crime rate. We have the value of property values declining. We also have, well, I mentioned higher crime rate. A higher tax rate, of course. Taxes have gone up. This gentleman claims, I thought it was only 80%, but according to him, it's 100%. We have a very high debt in this city, although the mayor seems to kind of evade that issue as well. I have one proposal in the time remaining that I wonder if there will be some comment on. I would like to try to you know, the county recently rescinded the Homestead Act exemption of $10,000, the first $10,000 on any property. I wondered if anybody on council would be interested in restoring that $10,000 on the municipal level for, let's say, just senior citizens, 65 years or older, who are having a hard time making ends meet, in order to encourage them, in order to induce them to hang on to their properties. I know it's only one factor. When you get older, it's hard to maintain a property, but taxes are one major factor in the reason why we have more and more vacant properties, more and more dilapidated properties, because people cannot hold on to their homes. Tax rates are just too high. They're on limited incomes, Mr. Brown. I'm on Social Security and I have a part-time job. That's all I got. I'm trying to hang on to my own. We have a very high foreclosure rate, as you know. This might go a long way to alleviating a tax burden which has been, which is overdue. But, you know, 11 years we've been suffering under this man's, what he considers to be a successful administration, which I consider to be very unsuccessful. And the time remaining, Mr. Mayor and council members, I would like to humbly petition council. I know the possibility of suing the mayor over this gasgate situation is almost non-existent, because it was, Mr. George made that motion, it wasn't even seconded last time. But I would like to encourage council to just perhaps make a motion to ask to ask the mayor and the other parties who are complicit in this, whoever they may be, to come forward and compensate the city with no admission of guilt, just because it's the right thing to do. Mayor, you have a sense of ethics, don't you? I think you do. You sleep at night. All you people on council have a sense of ethics. What is the right thing to do here? It is to compensate the taxpayer for that gas that's missing. If I go into a gas station and take gas, 10 gallons of gas, whatever, and I leave without paying, what's going to happen to me, Mr. Mayor? I'll be arrested.
30 seconds, Mr. Troy.
I appreciate that. I would like to see somebody on council have the courage, just to, if this is, I guess this is within the realm of legal feasibility, right, Mr. Winslow, to just formally ask, to formally petition the mayor to compensate the taxpayers, to put money back in the general, not just you, Mayor, but whoever else was complicit in this. You won't even have to admit any wrongdoing, but I think it's the right thing to do. To compensate, we'll just take half the amount. If let's say 60,000 gallons of gas was missing, you could compensate us for 30. That's fine. I won't make any noise about it, but I'll tell you, if there's no action on this done, I'm going to talk to some lawyers and see if I can get together a class action lawsuit on a part of the residents here. Because this is getting out of hand.
Mr. Troy, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody care to comment on any of the issues from Mr. Troy? I'll comment on the Hawkeye systems. I don't believe there's any debt.
On what? I'm sorry.
The Hawkeye cameras.
Yeah, what is the status of that?
That's funded by state gaming monies.
It's what?
It's funded by the state gaming monies. The
Oh.
revenue they take from the casino.
But the city's taking it over, right?
City is going to.
Why don't we just get rid of it?
Are we going to assume a debt or a,
I don't see any debt attached. I'm on board. I don't see
and that's all you have to say in this?
That's it. Thank you, Mr. Troy.
Mayor,